They love to be very much in the face of the opponent, and doing so on Chalet is perfect for the playstyle.
One of the things that's a key strength of Team Secret for me is their ability to do these pre-planned,
I've got high expectations for them. Whether whether those will be met or not, we will see over the next. I'll look at it, and those players that have come in as well. I think they just add to what was up. I think Easy Medic's a... Oh, hang on a minute. Straight in, straight there. Too easy, June goes in. The call was going out as well, so you'd have to think they'd be expecting for exposition there, but didn't pan out for them. But yeah, I was going to say Medics and Easy worked with us for long enough now that I think they know to work their way towards site, but they really do have almost everything that they need to get this diffuser down. Time is potentially going to be the one factor that they don't. Is he going to see his man? Yes, he does! Beautiful spray down from Savage as he manages to find him. Mowgli with another 3 versus 1. Now it's all up to Virtue. He's got full health, but that's all he's got going for him. The plant is going down. Noah is likely to stick this. They know exactly.
Putting in pressure, I like it. They've been so slow for those first 60 seconds, what they're going to feel at, and now it's gone fast. And that alteration between a slow tempo and a fast one is incredible. And Mowgli's right in there. He's saying, Savage, now. You stay isolated to a degree. Virtue's got to find a way to regroup with them.
That was so good from Savage and Mowgli to kick things off there. Adrian manages to find P4 as well, and this is another round that is starting to look very difficult for BDS. Noah picking up Robbie, 1 versus 4. It's Virtue again in his second back-to-back 1vx. Top blue becomes an unholdable position.
The problem is you can get pushed and rushed inside a library itself when you've got no one to be able to support. And sure enough, Mowgli's on the window there. They pushed him back. There's no response to come through. And Mowgli, man, I was speaking about him and about that little bit of patience. Oh my God. Who needs patience when you can land shots like that? Freck might at least get a consolation kill, but it's too little too late. I'm afraid it's 1 versus 4. And bearing in mind, Tim, look at the clock at the top of your screens. Barely 60 seconds have gone.
The one in library is kept alive by the one on Mez. The one at top blue stops them being pressured from Double Door and Ivy. You keep each other going. You watch.
Focus role, admittedly. But when you've got someone else in your team absolutely popping off, why worry too much? That is horrible, man. Robbie's got to be fuming.
Into my gunfire, taking no damage and headshotting me. Mowgli did take a little bit of damage, but, well, there we go.
They're both doing it now.
Looking to just get in there and feed a little bit of intel. Having that shield is huge in this as well. Oh, they've just got so much. The Candelas are coming in. The wall's being breached. The drones are in there. They know everything that's going on. Adrian manages to pick up Virtue. There was a kill along the way where Savage was dropped, but it's just not going to matter as Adrian manages to get a second, and it's all up to P4. Diffuser is going down. He hits the arm of one at Double Door, but cannot find any more damage onto them. That will be the plant, and surely the round.
Doesn't get to play Siege anymore. It's just full white screen simulator, I'm afraid. Still looking for his first kill of the game. We'll get it. Doesn't quite get the second as Mowgli. One has gone down early, so it keeps it a bit more sane to start things off. The problem is it won't be long, I was going to say, until Secret take use of that space they've found and start exposing angles. And sure enough, Robbie
inside of office and can be closed down and forced back. That's exactly what they've done, but he takes one with him. Can he find another? Absolute beauty onto Adrian, but again, Secret have the trade. They always seem to have the answer at the minute. 3 versus 3 with top floor control.
And the C4 from Freck, who has often found himself as one of the last men left alive in every single round, was at least keeping himself in it, keeping them fighting fit at this point. Got the lion's share of his team's kills. The Shield and Noah start to bear on down. Oh, and he's got him up through the reverse as well. Can't really be having that happen, I'm afraid. However, it does mean that Savage is rounded to try and find out to P4 at the same time, who so far has kept himself tucked away.
This is good from BDS. I think this is much better than what we've seen so far. Secret are struggling to get moving here. They do manage to find one, but P4 has a trade at least, so we stay 4 versus 4. And look at the clock. Only 30 seconds left to go. BDS managed to get another 4 versus 3 now. They have the advantage. Secret don't have the control they need, and to be honest with you, they don't have the time. Robbie is going to take down Noah on the window. BDS are really waking up into this one. Savage gets something going at least. Mowgli stood inside a site, but right now BDS don't need to do too much. Savage threatens them with putting the diffuser down, but He's unlikely to do it, and BDS knew that, so they didn't get big up for them, and BDS get around on the back of it. Look at the first 2 times Secret attacked to those positions. There wasn't enough manpower there for BDS. They were reliant on bulletproof cameras and intel, and it wasn't enough for them. This time, they were able to watch each other's backs, get the kills much better. It's not going to come easily.
And it's almost like Secret are undoing to BDS what was happening the other way, right? Is they've kept it slow and said, okay, well, you come and fight us. We'll happily wait. We don't feel the need to be spawn peeking you and going crazy. They're just taking things nice and slow themselves. And when the time comes around, Robbie finally gets his revenge onto Mowgli. It's immediately answered elsewhere by Noah.
I'm surprised how little damage Mowgli did to Robbie in that fight. It was, you know, Robbie straight onto him. Great win in the fight, in the gunfight from Robbie. But 4 versus 4, 45 seconds left to go. And in all honesty, BDS not in a position to put the plant down yet. Adrian is still there back in the stock. He's looking out onto the plant spots. It's going to be difficult for them to put it down. Lasmo manages to find Doom. That might start creating a little bit of space. Another one comes in from Frekot to Noah. And as I said, BDS just had to find kills to create that space, but Adrian is still in a position to deny this. However, Robbie gets in on the clear. Second kill for him on the round. I don't know if they failed with the Brava there to see the electrical that was up on the roof, or maybe they just chose that they didn't need to take it and that they would be better off using the ability to take other gadgets. Lasmo does manage to find Doom, so that gives them everything they need there. They've got office control, they've got manpower advantage, they can go in here and get this diffuser down. That's exactly what they're going to do as P4 looks to secure it. Adrian manages to find Robbie, but honestly, it's probably too little too late. However, the kills go raining in as I'm saying it, and we end up now in a 1v2 without the diffuser down. Great response from Secret, but will it be enough?
What's going to happen here? Can Secret get to the 5-3, or is it up to a 4-4? The 1v1 dance begins. Noah's really broken the back open. The BDS side finds the angle, and Noah, sure enough, moves them up to 5-3.
Over the last couple of rounds, they lost 5 opening kills in a row from round 2 to round 6. All went to Secret. As I say that, Noah is going to pick it up. I was going to say Robbie and Virtue did get the opening kills in 7 and 8, but Noah says enough's enough now. And this is what I was saying for Secret. Seems like they've just recentered themselves, refocused themselves a little bit, and they come out with demonstrating that, getting the opening kill, securing the 2v4. They're now 4 versus 2 up against P4, getting 1 kill, but it's unlikely from here that BDS are able to find the space that they need, because Secret have just got themselves absolutely locked into very tough positions.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it has been a shutout round for Secret. They've done so well. The C4 can't shoot it out of the air.
One way or another. Like I say, there's been good passages of play. They're a new roster. It's against... I genuinely think Secret are going to be fighting for a top 2 spot in EML this time. Plant the shield in a spot now and draw her weapon, shoot around it, kind of like a mobile mirror window. Look at that, though, the damage being done. Freck is going to take some as well. Robbie manages to find Noah. There goes a second down for Secret. Savage down but not out. Closed out by Lasmo. 5 versus 3. BDS look like they're going to be fighting for another round at least.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Mowgli here really feels himself, but of course they've got the cross being watched. I don't blame him there either as well. It's like you pull back to site and you're in a 3v5, you probably lose the round anyway. Pushing through smoke aggressively like that, he could have got away with maybe getting 2 kills inside the blue if he wasn't being watched. But it's good discipline by BDS. Doom at least getting 1 back, but this is a lot of work for him and Adrian to pull off.
But he will, at least, he's already found 1 with it, so, you know, maybe he gets more, but this is not good for him. He's going to be targeted out by a death mark. We've got a call coming in as well. Virtue finds Adrian. It's over.
It's so done. It's so over. Round's cooked. I mean, I'd imagine they'd have known that he was there, but obviously he looked a bit too far past to the right there and gave a freebie away, but...
Opportunity to get that last round and get to overtime. It's, you know, part of the discussion. Nade will come in. Seriously chasing him down. This is good from Mowgli. It's kind of what they needed. Doom manages to find Lasmo to keep Mowgli alive. He is down but not out, but you got to say that decision from the Secret players to just go with what they know might just pay off.
It might do at this point, Tim. They're into a 4 versus 1. Now, as I said, 3 versus 2, but now Mowgli's back on his feet. The key one there is they got so suckered into going after Doom only. Nades going his way, the shield bearing down on him. They completely ignored Mowgli coming from Library Stairs way. And he's the one who's got the sideswipe and really set this round up for them to, dare I say, touch wood, close it out here and keep things alive for the team. But I don't know. I think Secret should be able to get it done.
I would have expected so. Mowgli and Adrian do have damage on them. There is a little bit of utility for BDS that they can use. We just saw the Roteros going in. There's 2 Deathmark scans yet, so they can make use of that. I think the next kill is really important. If BDS get it, which they do, Freck onto Mowgli, then maybe that changes things a little bit. But Mowgli was the lowest health. The track does come in though. Lesion now targeted, but he knows where the challenge is coming from. Beautiful from Doom, and I dare say that might just win this one out for Secret.
Unless Virtue can work some real magic here. He's a world champion at the end of the day, too. If anyone can do it, you feel like it's him. Gets the right read, but Doom right there with the headshot secures it for Secret.
Nice is it that we get to hear coaches' timeouts inside of EML. We've been wanting this for so long. And yeah, to be fair to Laloon, gave her team some great tactical advice. They got 3 rounds back. But other than that, it really looked like Secret domination. They were playing very fast, very aggressive Siege. It's the Siege that we've come to love from Secret, and it really plays into their strengths as attackers.
Let's praise Freck for dropping 11 kills, double digits. You know, he was one of the stars of tomorrow's pick from last season, one of the rookies of the year, in my opinion.
Correct.
And by the way, when he was picked up by BDS, all I could see was his entry kills that were really low, really bad, really negative at the end of last stage. He's already in the first game improved. Although he was a target for Secret, he dropped massive numbers, and it's great to see him shine despite BDS collective efforts.